Thanks, Chair. And listen, thanks for this presentation. What we're talking about here is massive. Land use change, and as John just said, it's not just the farms or the land where it happens, it's adjoining land as well. So we can basically say we're looking at a lot of the country here. I suppose my questions arise on the countries that are objecting. What is our position? And it's not just the Dáil that can object, the Seanad can object as well. So it has a massive role to play here. But we can object on the principle of subsidiarity. So I think we need to look at that and look at what's in the regulation and see how can we, if you like, tie in one with the other. But I have two questions. I suppose the time frame for objecting, and you probably think I should know, but I know normally it's 8 weeks from when the document is presented to the council, etc. So I would like just if we could have clarity about how long do we have before these objections have to be in for what we call the yellow and the red card procedure. Have we missed the boat here? I certainly hope not. But I'd just like to know a time frame. And if we cannot, if you like, halt this project so that it can be, if you like, substantially revised or thrown out, which could happen, we then get to the point where there has to be agreement with the Parliament, the Council of Ministers. And there are real opportunities to influence there, but as you said, Vincent, 70% of what was in the CAP proposal from the Commission ended up in the final document, and that generally tends to be the way. But it is not without precedent that draft directives, draft regulations have been completely reversed, and it seems to me that that's the kind of territory that we're looking at here. So look, there's a lot more I could say, but I want to give others a chance to get in. But I want to support what Senator Boyhan said before I finish about the fact that these are political decisions, and we need to know where political parties, where government stands on this, because these, and most of you here will know that I'm quite pro-EU in many ways, always have been. Stop it, Michael. But when we are presented with something that really looks to impact so significantly on land use and land use change, we cannot turn a blind eye, and this has to be, we have to have definite statements from those who are in a position to examine, investigate this regulation, look at its implications, etc., as to where they stand on it. But I can say that I fully share your fears and your concerns around this piece of legislation. If history has taught us anything, we know when we designated land before, I'm old enough to remember the meetings that said no designation without compensation. I attended them, and we now know where we are and what has happened, you know, subsequently. So I'm asking, I suppose, what is the position of the relevant ministers? What is the government position, and what sort of time frame do we have to object to this piece of draft legislation?